Hey, everybody. What's up, Kai Cow? What's going on, girl?
Club Kitchen has died.
Club Kitchen has never died.
It's over.
It's over?
It's over.
Oh, my goodness, guys.
You gonna be all right?
I don't know how to feel about this, but
I mean, it's a part of evolution.
evolution.
Yeah, you evolve, you get better at what you're trying to do. So this is our first video. So
This is the
probably trash,
first video,
but we're gonna evolve.
I think we'll title it first video episode.
Yeah.
Or we'll call it year one. I mean, we're entering year 2.
How can that be?
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. It's just because literally a year
It snuck up on us.
From today or yesterday, whenever this comes out, is when we started this whole ordeal.
It's like tomorrow.
So welcome to the White Chocolate Podcast. And if you so happen, we're going to try to, by the time that I try to put this all together, this will be on video.
That's crazy.
Somehow. So, I'm praying for wisdom on how to do this. And I'm going to try to ask some friends of ours that know how to do that kind of thing. But
sure.
I remember taking an 8th grade class. We had iMovie.
Pause. When you're in the 8th grade, that was before 2001.
Oh, man. But I loved iMovie. And I made, sweet movies.
Because you're like your dad.
And I remember a little story. I used the song Air Force Ones.
Oh, wow.
By Nelly. And
we're not endorsing this
guy named Nick. I don't know how Nick's doing these days, but it was a long time ago. But we made crazy videos and we learned how to upload it, and we used iMovie. And people are like, iMovie? Gonna use iMovie? I'm like, well, yeah, we're not that hip to all the other things. But
so if you guys have any, if you know anybody in this realm, holler at us.
Sure. If you
call us.
Know some cool AI stuff. I'm a little not using AI all the time, but maybe AI can just pump out a video and surprise.
That'd be actually pretty sweet.
So yeah, we're in our house. It's
not Club Kitchen.
It's not Club Kitchen anymore, but we gotta come up with a name though.
We're living in the living room.
Living in the living room?
Don't know.
But living room?
We're living it up in the living room.
We are living in this living room.
That's the whole tagline.
It is.
John 10:10.
Oh, yeah.
Thief come to steal, but I've come to give you life and life to the fullest. Living it up in the living room.
Okay, I guess Kai has already made...
Are you mad about it?
I miss Club Kitchen though. People never really get to see that.
Well, listen.
But you're
again, this is evolution. We're evolving.
We gotta set the tone with our cool couch, which is
no. There's nothing cool about what they're seeing other than us.
I don't know, but that's one piece of the puzzle that we do want to.
Get some face value.
People are visual.
Yeah. Yep.
And so that's important to
not all people, but most
give
people
us a little context, because I was talking to somebody about the podcast and us being, black and white couple and and that's cool. But then you don't really see that dynamic when you're doing when you just listen, you just listen. Nothing wrong with listening.
I know, because in Club Kitchen I'd be
Kai would be hey, get to wrap it up here, stop talking here. And it just goes to show I don't know, it's cool about what social media can do, and people are so visual. I think with Instagram, when Instagram came out, I thought that it was just cool to see pictures.
Well, back then also when Instagram started, it was just babies and puppies. Okay.
Babies and puppies.
But it has evolved.
It has evolved.
So we are evolving
as best as we can
within the limitations of our gifts and talents.
Yeah, and in our price range and in our limited amount of time that we do have.
Our baby child probably still is awake.
Yes. So I might have to do some editing, whatever it may be. But here we are. it's a new year. It's year 2 of doing this podcast. And I thought we just would open up and just kind of talk and kind of chop it up a little bit, do some icebreakers, because it's funny how things like the seasons of life and where things bring us. And I tell you what, like at the end of the year, it was like great. It was great and sweet. And then like you kind of feel this up. You got New Year's and you got the like all these football games and everything. And then boom, I would say these last 2 months have been like, well, January is just long.
We're only like 6 or 7 weeks into the year, baby.
I know.
It hasn't been quite 2 months, but I know what you mean.
Well, I guess when you do all the holiday stuff, there is a lot of birthdays in our family that I go back to back.
Oh, yeah.
Each month.
Yeah,
so it's like
we're partying.
Like, and it's not bad, but it's like
it's a lot.
Gotta have some balance, and then we don't want to lose ourselves in that stuff.
Sure.
So, yeah. Be careful. We are on camera now, so
no, I'm trying to keep it.
It is this element of like, whoa, how we respond, like, because once we put ourselves out there, it's like,
are you talking to me or are you talking around the pod?
I'm talking to the people.
Anyway.
But shout out to but like
can we talk about something?
Yeah.
I've gotten so much positive feedback from doing Advent.
Oh yes, our Advent stuff.
That was bomb.
Yeah, it was really I think that was a lot. I think maybe it was different for people, maybe. But for me, I don't get a lot of feedback. I think it's just like all this your Instagram friends.
I know.
You have a lot of Instagram friends.
We're not real friends. We're just kind of Instagram friends. You know?
But you guys like encourage each other. And
no, it's great. There's a time and a place for it.
Boundaries with that. I think it's because you feel like you just, you're able to like not do too much, but then you're like.
It's just kind of like, it's casual. I see you when I see you. I'll send this over when I think of you. Super casual, but are you sitting on my couch? Probably not. You're my Instagram friend.
Well, they could sit on our couch. We could interview
absolutely. Them. The invitation's always there.
It's happening. Well, that's good. I think the Advent thing. I think we were really going hard on like getting those episodes out and completing that, and
that stretched us, and it was really good.
It did. It was like we had to like set up dates and. Because like it's essentially each week, the month of December, so it's like
I don't know if we can top that. That was a sweet time.
It's good, and we're obviously this new season and this new year, the second year, just doing this podcast. Like we have some things, obviously, we always talk about, but doing something like this, putting a video, showing some visual, like that we're people and. Life's hard sometimes being a parent and doing all the things and wearing different hats, but it's like fun. It's fun. And we just want to keep encouraging.
Yeah. I think this season, Lord willing, like maybe have some collabs.
Yes.
Talk through Lent.
Yes. What's Lent, by the way?
Lent?
Yeah. What's Lent? People might not know what Lent is.
Oh, we'll get to that. We'll unfold that.
All right.
We'll talk about that on Ash Wednesday when that comes up.
Oh,
beginning of next month, which is crazy.
Okay,
but it's the love week.
It's Easter.
I know, but it's the love week.
It is the love week. We could talk about that for a moment if you want to.
They don't need to know that we're flying off the cuff, Joel.
We are flying off the cuff because it's first video.
It's just
hopefully
just
the
a fun
camera's still working right now.
Stop, Joel.
Oh, I'm just talking to the.
I know you're great at that.
FYI, there's been.
This just keeps dropping.
2,000 listens of our podcast.
Yep.
With 30 episodes out there, which is like really cool. Grateful for that. I hope it just has blessed people. It's like this idea, like I don't know how
yeah, because no one gives you any feedback.
There's no feedback. Like if we would, I guess be some of these folks that do podcasts, they, put all these chopped up videos and they get so much feedback. Like,
yeah. But if this goes on YouTube, we'll get comments and stuff like that. So you can see all the feedback.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
That means like people coming for us.
That's all right. Let them come.
Oh, man. Oh, boy.
I just kidding. I was just kidding about that.
But
it is a love week.
It is lovely. it's not been so lovely here in the Paul's home because last 3 weeks I was reverting to that. It's like these hurdles of our kids getting sick, and then I've gotten sick. Kai, by the way, is just like superwoman.
That's not true.
All the time, like, or she just puts up a good face sometimes.
I had a rough day in there.
Yeah, you did. But yeah, just sickness going around
For sure.
and how to deal with that. And yeah, just parenting, as best as we can. And it's not easy. And it's so good to do, be able to rub shoulders with other parents and be like, yeah, we're going through that too. And so.
But it's love week.
Yeah. Okay.
I love you.
I love you. Love you, babe. I love you.
But it's love week and we're white chocolate. And I'm sure that there'd be a lot of white chocolate that's eaten. On.
Okay. The question is, like, I think for you though, when you think about chocolate, it's like
ice cream.
Yeah. But you weren't a chocolate fan.
No, until I got pregnant with not one but 2 children.
Yes.
They flipped me inside out. I never used to really like chocolate at all. I would never eat Hershey's. It was not appetizing. But then I had them babies.
You had them babies with me.
Yeah, and I love chocolate. Actually, give me chocolate ice cream with fudge and.
But you can't just like. Some people just eat up straight up chocolate bars.
I won't go that far.
Like, but I do like
Hershey bar.
Yeah, like
no,
like in the store. I'm like, you gotta have that with something. But I mean, I could go with like like one of those little chocolate ball things that a fancy ball, the chocolate little,
like the ones that your brothers get your dad
get for Christmas or whatever. That's like good. Like,
wait, what is that called again?
What, the chocolate covered cherries or something?
Is that what that is that your brothers get you?
The joke that we got going on? Yeah.
That's not okay. That's not just pure chocolate. Okay.
No, it's not chocolate. Yeah.
I've never seen anyone eat it.
No, because you don't eat it. It's terrible.
I feel like you have to tell the story now.
I don't know. It's just been this running on. Like my brother Tim would always buy my dad.
But why?
Chocolate covered cherries. This just sounds bad.
Chocolate covered.
But I think it comes from a movie or whatever, and so it's just like this ongoing joke that my brother does.
I thought it was like a last ditch gift for your father before Christmas. I thought that was my thought. A number of years ago.
That's probably true.
And so you just got those as a gift for your father, and it was funny because
of course it is funny.
Oh yeah,
it's like this.
But anyway, it's Love Week, and white chocolate would probably be eaten on February 14th, which is cool. I'm not big on Hallmark, but it's kind of cool, I guess.
I mean, there's probably a lot of. I've done a little research on
Saint Valentine.
Saint Valentine. That's to do is marrying people.
Secretly, love.
Covert, like undercover.
Okay.
Coming at you.
He was a saint.
He was a saint.
Interesting.
Saint Valentine, I guess.
Okay.
You wonder how, like, what are those notches to get how you become? Well, the Bible says we're all saints if you are a believer in Christ. Like, it calls us.
When the saints go marching in.
But to be labeled like
saints and the ain'ts.
The saints. Oh, I know who said that. But Love Week, what's do you have any memories of Valentine's Day with me, or has anything stood out to you?
That's a great question. There was a time in our relationship that you were great at buying a certain type of thing.
Yes.
So in my hometown, there's a place called Dietz's, and it's kind of famous in some ways, and in some ways not, maybe. But
it's 2 locations.
You bought it, I think, for my birthday, which is in November. You bought it for Christmas, which is in December. And I think in February, like I got chocolate covered pretzels for all 3 events.
And those are fire.
And they're expensive and they're great, but like one is rich enough. for my soul. So you were really good at buying that.
I just wanted to make sure you felt loved and got your chocolate on.
But I didn't.
You weren't into chocolate though.
Exactly.
But my question is like, right now, of all the ice cream we get, it's like always got to be something chocolate. Like what kind of ice cream would you get before you met?
I was a big Oreo fan.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Mm-hmm. Like dabble in like Snickers, but like Oreo is like my jam with vanilla ice cream. Why don't they make Oreo with chocolate ice cream? It's a little discriminatory.
Well, you have brought me to that function and saying, hey, when you get the mix, the concrete thing, when they mix it in, you're like,
I was a cookie dough.
Get some
chocolate ice cream.
Get some chocolate ice cream. Like, don't get that white stuff, you know? Like,
oh my goodness.
Get that chocolate ice cream.
Okay, guys.
You know, ooh, that's a battle. You know, we should talk about that battle. Like, are we talking vanilla ice cream? The white?
But even vanilla has subcategories because you have like French vanilla. You have like regular vanilla, and then like that's it, right? Isn't there like different vanillas?
Yeah, you're about right with chocolate though. I think
chocolate is chocolate. You get what you get. It's chocolate.
Yeah, that's chocolate, right?
That's chocolate.
This is just white.
There's different flavors of you out there, though.
White. But it wouldn't be. You have to have the chocolate in order to have the white chocolate.
True. So where are we going with this, Joel?
You know, I'm not sure, and that's okay. Hopefully, people are just getting a laugh out of it. I don't know.
Maybe
it's kind of like is Valentine's Day. Like, I always felt, you know, some people feel some type of way about Valentine's Day because, like, if they don't have a spouse or they don't have someone to celebrate, did you ever vibe with that going on?
I wasn't big on boyfriends and all of that, so I didn't really care, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, would have been nice probably, but I was a high schooler. I met you right out of college or right out of high school, so like, you know.
Yeah, it's true.
Came right hot off the press for you.
Hot off the press.
But as we reflect, 30 episodes. This is 31. Okay. That's crazy.
It is crazy.
For just ordinary people. Like, what was one of your favorite episodes?
One of my favorite episodes, I did like interviewing my dad as the first interview. I thought that was very insightful. Just kind of like reminiscing about my dad and like saying, oh, like what was it like for him growing up with like my grandparents and that. I had fun talking about man camp and just like,
oh wow,
what that felt like.
Yeah,
and that whole experience. I thought like our earlier episodes when like we're telling our story was very just fun.
Yeah.
And you know, ups and downs of like a relationship in its early ages and just really it's been really cool. You know, and sometimes it's always weird listening to yourself, but it's like I want to get better at like what I say and how I sound like. But now like with video, it's like, oh, this is a little different setting. I feel a little more, comfortable a little bit. But then like
you're at home, you better be comfortable.
Oh yeah, but like I'm on the couch versus club kitchen. Like you got these big old wooden chairs
and this is nice to sit on some plushness.
But what about you, Kai? As you think?
You know, I liked talking through 2020.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, I think there were some things that I probably shared that maybe was the first time in a long time or was maybe new to you in some ways through that, and then like kind of the end of our story, going into that. But I got wrecked by Advent. Advent was really good for my soul. Like not necessarily me sharing or anything like that, but just taking some wisdom in from our friends was really impactful. And I guess and Man Camp. I was just sitting in the room and I was just like, it felt emotional to hear you guys share. And I know you guys didn't even like share everything, which is great.
No,
but what you guys did share was just like really insightful.
It's really hard to like. You just gotta go. That's all I would say. To have that type of experience, you can't. I'm so grateful for my buddy Mike that kept inviting me. He's like, dude, you got to go. Like, and I missed out the first time, and then
telling Gus, I mean,
for sure. Yeah, and so we didn't want to overkill this because I got to do some video and some editing.
Yeah, we got to learn that.
And but
like tonight.
Yeah, like tonight. But I think we're just looking forward to this, this next season. We're coming out of our church had a fast and just kind of leaning into what God is designed for us. And I think I just kind of have sense that we need to step out and make it visible.
Yeah.
And we just want to be a gift to people, and that not that we're anything.
No, we're nothing.
We're in Toledo. I love Toledo. Hello. And so I thought we just keep on rocking, and I want to do our best to, I guess, keep people's appetites, I guess.
Yeah, we have to evolve.
We have to keep going. So it's like we have to keep producing stuff and doing the best job we can.
Not necessarily like that, but like we do enjoy this, and I think it's a good thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It is fun and I think it grows us as a couple. And so, So I hope you guys have a great weekend, and doing whatever it looks like for Valentine's Day.
Love Day,
but ultimately, like,
step out, love a coworker.
Yeah, and
love a neighbor.
I think it's I think it's always cool that even outside of like all these different holidays we have, like these are always reminders. Like it's not just like the day of love and how we go out, and then if you go to a store and I'm always in the store on Valentine's Day, and I'm always seeing dudes just picking up flowers and something for their significant other, and I think it's great. I just see some like it's like a desperation move almost. I feel like, and it's good. I think it is healthy because we get caught up, and it just kind of reminds us of the love that God has for us, and how we need to give that always.
Yeah, pour it out.
And so it's not just a one day thing that I'm gonna buy flowers. Oh, I was giving the wrap up sign, but any last words there, Kai?
Nope, this is great.
This is great.
Till next time.
In our living room, we're living
it up in the living room.
Living it up in our living room. So.
I said bye. Bye.
All right, bye guys. We'll see you out there. Bye.